Hey guys, JHub here, and welcome back to another Call of Duty video over here on the YouTube. So, this video is going to be talking about a couple things that have been revealed lately over on Charlie Intel and within the Infinity Ward Twitch channel. And before I get into this, this is actually the custom game that I've been playing quite often, which is the boots on the ground modification in custom games. Pretty much, you disable wall running, you disable the 3D movement, and you disable payloads. The payloads is still a lot of randomness, so I went ahead and just did it like that. So it's just more like old school COD. I know I saw some comments in previous videos that said, if you're just going to post gameplay versus bots, I'm not going to watch. So we finally got this figured out thanks to some advice from a subscriber. Pretty much, I use the community on PlayStation 4. If you didn't know, it should be hub stompers, coupled with creating a party, and then people from the community can get into the party and then can get into the game. So we were able to go with, for the most part, a full lobby the entire time. There was a couple times where we only had, we were down a man or two, but nevertheless, it still played amazingly. I think we went on to do this for a couple of hours. But some of the news that has come out lately is Infinite Warfare physical sales down 50% year over year in the US. Digital sales projected higher than Black Ops 3. I know we had a huge announcement out of the UK where they were talking about how sales for Black Ops 3 were just down overall. They weren't splitting them up. It was kind of expected. I mean, at this point, people are putting their money where their mouth is. A lot of people, after watching the YouTube trailer, get dislike bombed to hell and back. They talked about how it was just bots and people weren't going to do this and everyone was still going to buy it. Turns out, it seems for once, that's not the case. But with something else coming out of the Infinity Ward Twitch when they were doing their latest charity stream, this upcoming weekend, we are going to actually have a game mode that tries to call back to old school Call of Duty. Now, from my understanding, they're going to get rid of the 3D boosting. You're still going to have wall running, and I actually don't know if they're going to keep payloads or not. Personally, I would get rid of 3D movement, and I would get rid of payloads. Wall running hasn't been a big of a deal for me. As long as you can't get a height advantage, I don't have a problem with wall running because it allows you to open up the maps a little bit more flank routes. Just gives you a little bit more opportunities to breathe on the map, because some of these maps can be just nothing but like hallways or alleyways, and you get clustered up, and every once in a while you just want to flank around the end. But it's going to be a tactical game mode. I don't know what they're going to do in it. I haven't seen any specifics on it just yet. I'm hoping that, like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, it's going to be more along the lines of, say, Mosh Pit, S&D, TDM, Domination, some 3 types of game modes that is kind of like a core to Call of Duty, and test it that way and see how it actually works. And my hope is, when it comes to this, is that if the most people are playing in this game mode, that they look at it and see that people really do not like the 3D aspect, and in turn try to incorporate that a little bit more over into the main game. Because right now everything does have that 3D movement, but imagine if everyone's playing this, maybe we'll just get a playlist, kind of like how Advanced Warfare did it back then. They actually did it like a boots on the ground playlist, even though the maps really didn't work out well when they did that. A lot of it was really based around 3D movement. Most of the maps in Infinite Warfare feel as if they could work with a boots on the ground style play, or with boots on the ground plus a little bit of wall running. I know in these custom games that we've been doing, without wall running, it kind of limits a good section of the maps. Now, it seems like when they built the maps, they made it to where you could just pretty much wall run straight across. You didn't have to actually get air, which, like I said, I do not have a problem with, and I'm really interested to see how this turns out. And my hopes, I really hope that if this turns out as well as I hope it does, that it does become a permanent thing, and maybe we'll see an influx of more players coming over to Infinite Warfare. A big turn-off is the fact that it's in the future. It has the 3D movement system. The payloads are even crazier than Specialist. And some things I would imagine that are turning some people off are the fact that leaderboards still aren't in Infinite Warfare, and we just got more stuff added to supply drops. I don't know where the priority is right now, but it seems like they might be listening to the community or not. I don't know if they're watching my videos or not, or saw that idea, or us streaming and playing that game mode, or if it was just like a bigger competitive people trying it out or something like that, and that's the reason why they're testing it. I don't know how or why they're deciding to do this all of a sudden. I'm just happy that they're giving us a shot. And my hopes is that also, when this game mode comes out, that more and more people flock to it just to give it a chance, and just try to get as many people into it as we can, just to see how it flows. Because if the maps flow a lot better with this game mode, then the game's going to play a lot better. I know a lot of people right now have issues with the spawns, and one of the reasons I think the spawns are so bad in Infinite Warfare is simply because everyone's boosting across all the spawn points on the map, and I guess the spawn algorithm just can't keep up with the location on the map that everyone seems to be at. So if you slow that gameplay down a bit, it makes it a little bit more strategic, it makes it a little bit slower, so the algorithm has a little bit more time to decide where is a safe spawn and what isn't. When playing this in custom games, the spawns seem to be relatively stable. Every once in a while you'll get a bad spawn, i.e. MW3 or Ghost Revenge spawns. It's not as bad though as the 3D movement. With 3D movement, they're just all over the place, and sometimes you just can't keep up. I've had several instances with some of my latest streams where I will spawn in the middle of two enemies who had just spawned a second before me. Or I will spawn behind another guy and immediately drop him. Like I said, I personally believe it's because of the whole 3D movement aspect. If you have your opinion, leave it down in the comment section below. What do you think is possibly the reason? Also, if they do put this in, because it hasn't been put in yet, so I can't really say it's confirmed. They said they were going to do it, so I guess we will wait and see. But what do you think? Are you happy that they're actually putting this in to give it a shot, see if that's what the players actually want? I think there's a lot of people playing MWR. I want to believe, or I believe there might be a little bit more people playing MWR than there is Infinite Warfare. So maybe this is one way to try to get some more of those players coming back. We are getting DLC with MWR, I think, here coming up soon, the 6 maps on the 13th of December. So this is going to be the weekend after that. I'm just hoping, I'm really hoping, that this makes Infinite Warfare that much better. Because I'm not going to lie, if this game mode takes hold, or maybe we actually get a playlist of like boots on the ground, I probably will be playing a lot more often. Because when it comes to the game, I can go on sprees and I can have no problems with the game until I come across the games where, like I did in the previous stream, there's 2 or 3 people in one match who rarely touch the ground, who are always boosting around. And at that point, it becomes hard to track them all at once. So I can't wait to see this. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Are you ready for this game mode to come? You're going to give it a shot, or are you don't care and you're already done with Infinite Warfare, or have you even bought Infinite Warfare? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit like. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by, and I will see you later.